Welcome everybody to a brand new Second Sight release. Not bought much from Second Sight so far this year, but this is easily going to be one of my favourite films of 2023, and it is 2014 It Follows, which is directed by David Robert Mitchell, who unfortunately I've not seen anything else from before, although I have heard of a film from him called Under the Silver Lake, which I am still planning on watching. So yeah, this is a horror film clocking in at 100 minutes long, had a budget of only $1.3 million, and yet it returned $23.3 million at the box office, so quite a sizable hit. Stars Micah Monroe, who was also in the likes of The Guest, Independence Day Resurgence, as well as The Fifth Wave, as well as Daniel Zavato, who was in Don't Breathe and The Pope's Exorcist, so another pair of horror films from him. And yeah, it's about a carefree teenager called Jay who sleeps with her new boyfriend Hugh for the first time. She learns that she is the latest recipient of a fatal curse that is passed from victim to victim via sexual intercourse. Death, Jay learns, will creep inexorably toward her as either a friend or a stranger. Jay's friends don't believe her seemingly paranoid ravings until they too begin to see the phantom assassins and band together to help her flee or defend herself. So, yeah, this is overall an effective and unique horror effort that has a great lead performance from Monroe. The imagery was creepy, the supporting cast is really good, it features plenty of atmosphere that is aided by the really rather brilliant score. I love the way it is shot, it is engrossing throughout, the violence is well handled, and its premise is executed really rather effectively, and it is definitely tense because at the end of the day, you don't know who's going to be these phantom assassins. It could be literally anyone that you see on the screen at any one time, and yeah, that's a really good way of driving home the tension in this film. So yeah, this is once again a really hefty release from Second Sight, which yeah, the Blu-ray and 4K are in this little slipcase, and they're both of them. 4K looks really rather good, but being a modern film, and not a film reliant on CGI or anything like that, it's still looks great even in Blu-ray form. It just looks like a little bit extra better in terms of the 4K release. We also get a bunch of art cards that are single-sided. So yeah, these are quite a fingerprint attractor, so excuse them from me. There's a car. I really like that one because obviously I am into my cars, so that's a really cool one. Love the use of colours in this film as well. As you can see, nice blue hue to it there. And same with this one. And equally so with this one. So yeah, all really rather nice art cards, printed really well on good cardboard. Then obviously you do get the hard box that I showed off at the beginning of this review. Which again, there's that there. And has the card once again on the back. Plus, you also get a very hefty booklet. How many pages is this again? 150 pages. So that's a huge amount, which as you can see is pretty thick, which is always nice to see. Second Sight really do knock it out of the park with their books more often than not. So yeah, it's got cast and crew in this, and then you've also got Untrivial Pursuits by Anne Bilson. I thought they said Billison then. Bilson. You've got It Unfollows, How It Follows Subverts Teen Horror Conventions by Kat Hughes. You've got The Intangible Monster of Teenage Fears by Eugenio Ercolani. You've got In Pursuit of the Inevitable, It Follows and the Psychology of Death by Jenny Commode. Not sure if she's related to Mark Commode or not, but sounds like an interesting write-up, that one. You got Anxious Youth, The Myth of the American Sleepover as precursor to It Follows by Martin Conterio. You got It Follows, Sex, Death and the Final Girl by Kat Ellinger. You got It Follows, The Happiness of Pursuit by Matt Gillespie. You've got Ongoing Investigations into Malevolent Forms or Sex Tulpa by Katie Rife. And then you got Acknowledgements and production credits as well. So, yeah, not sure how much work has been done on this 4K. Let's have a look. So yeah, you've got a dual format edition. Obviously, you just saw that earlier with the Ultra HD and the Blu-ray, with main feature and bonus features on both discs. So that's really nice. Normally the extras are lumped onto the Blu-ray disc, and the 4K is just given the space for the film. So yeah, that's nice. But the 4K has had a master produced by Second Sight Films and the original post-production facility, which was approved by director David Robert Mitchell. You've also got on the disc, you got new audio commentary by Joshua Grimm, audio commentary by Danny Lee and Mark Yanovich. You got Chasing Ghosts, a new interview with actor Keir Gilchrist. You got Following, a new interview with actor Olivier Licardi. You've got It's in the House, a new interview by with producer David Kaplan. You got Composing a Masterpiece, a new interview with composer Rich Vreeland. And A Girl's World, a new interview with production designer Michael Perry. And finally, It Follows, The Architecture of Loneliness, a video essay by Joseph Wallace. So, yeah, that is a pretty hefty amount of extras, physical or otherwise. So, yeah, really, really pleased with this. It's easily one of my favourite horror films from the 2010s, although it has been a little while since I've seen it, although I did watch some of it just to get a vibe for how the 4K looks. But yeah, still, easily one of the best, like I said, from the 2010s. It's a lot different to some of the other horror films from the same period, although I do like all types of varieties of horror films. Everything from your more mainstream The Conjuring films to your more A24 films like Hereditary. And this is, yeah, easily finds a place in between or with those films. So yeah, well worth watching if you haven't seen it already. Highly recommend it. It's a 4.5 out of 5 film for me. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, then do watch it. But if you have, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.